But for professionals, you have to, you do simulations to figure out how things are going to work out, how things are, if you change one thing, how's that going to affect the rest of the system. And I was, so these computers we had to run on, there was only one lab on campus that had them, and they were specially built. They actually had, at the time, I thought was a lot, was a deck of core processors. I think they ran at 4 gigahertz. So that's pretty impressive. Right now in my computer, I only have an octa-core, which is 8 cores, running I think at 3.2 gigahertz. So massively, overpowered for these things, and these simulators were still slow. But I remember you had one screen, and the simulation took up half the screen, and the other screen was just parameters you had to put in. So you had to map out. What you would do is you would go to Google Earth and take a picture of the intersection, and then in the program you'd bring it over there, and you would map out the intersection in the software. And once you did that, it would then kind of bring up it would bring up like how many cars you think are going to go through the intersection in an hour, how many trucks, how many bikes. You can set all those parameters up. And once it loaded those into the simulator, and this could take 5 or 10 minutes, and then you hit start, and then it almost looked like the graphics weren't great. However, they actually had modeled 10 or 12 different cars, trucks, and SUVs, things like that would drive around your intersection, and you can actually then see what would happen if if you made a change, what it would do to the intersection. And I always thought that was kind of neat. So we did that for a project, and I would go down there and just do other models as well, because there was other projects I did with them, so I was kind of curious. And you can model things like highway interchanges, stuff like that, and so I've had a lot of experience just trying to design roads to actually do, actually be able to hold that kind of capacity, and it's always been kind of interesting. Oh, look at that, we got to Worthy Village, right as I ended my story. So yeah, it's really kind of an interesting point there how all that worked. And then I'll go ahead and just zone a little bit of ore here, just to see how that's going to look out. Or if it just doesn't build at all, that would not be great, but it happens. There we go. That should be our first Uranium. All right. Well, that's a thing now. So we have literally our first ore mining place is a uranium plant. Maybe not the best idea in the world, but that'll work. Up then. So yeah, seems like it's going pretty well. Go ahead and zone a bit more of the ore industry over here, just so we can build that up just a little bit. Why is there a house over here? The cozy residence. Why is there a house over here? I really have no idea. I'm gonna get rid of it, but that's just really kind of odd. And it also seems like every Tuesday we have some issue. Usually it's with dropping frames. No idea why, but it seems like every Tuesday we have some sort of technical issue like that. And I don't know, is Tuesday just a big day for internet or what? I don't know, but yeah, that's what it just seems like. It seems like every Tuesday we have some sort of technical issue like this. And it's usually not like a huge thing, but at the same time, it's still kind of annoying because every time I want to stream, I want to put out the best stream I can. And I've been doing this now for I think February 25th is when I started. So I've been doing this for 2 months now. So I'm starting to get a hang of it a little bit. But it's still a little frustrating when we get, I know I have everything correct and something's still not right. So don't quite know. Hopefully maybe after the stream here I'll figure out some setting or some issue or something like that I can change or work something out to where it's a little bit better for next Tuesday stream. What do I want to do with this area? I mean, it's a nice area. We could put a small park down here like we did over here. It's actually actually not the worst idea in the world. I mean, we're starting to get the idea of how parks work. So why not put a small park in here? We can also use... Ooh. Like, you know, what we could do is put... put some piers out here. But that would be right over the sewage. I'm going to do it anyways because I want to see how they look. But, yeah, that might not be the best idea in the world, but I didn't say I was the best mayor in the world either. So let's do something like this. And eventually I'm going to clean up the sewage too. I'm not going to leave it there the whole time. So it was at night because I'm okay, you know. It's like a nice little area here. So we'll just do something like that. Clean up that a little bit. So Evergreen Terrace should be nice. And oh crap. Sure. So yeah. So some of those. You know what? I don't think we can afford the lightning rod or the education and park boost. See if that helps at all. Well, that wasn't good. Alright, well, we almost lost the city there for a second. Let's also go ahead and put a police station down here in Evergreen Terrace because I think that'll be a good idea. And I think we are going to go for some toll roads over on our highways. I know,